What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we have something extremely spicy and extremely fun to showcase for you all. Shadow Regigigas in the Great League, along with a Hyper Beam Obstagoon. You love to see it. Shadow Gligar on the lead. This is a battle submission from XXD Yveltal, so shout out to them. Thank you for sharing this with us. I'm excited. Shadow Booms, Hyper Beams. This is going to be a fun video. Buckle up. Alright, getting into the first battle. Dugong on the lead, and obviously very bad lead. They're going to go ahead and swap out into Obstagoon, and in comes a Lantern. Now, Obstagoon in this matchup could potentially flip this around if they do land the Hyper Beam here, as the first charge move coming through from the Lantern is going to be let go, and it is going to be that Surf for some nice neutral damage, but a Hyper Beam right here coming from the Obstagoon. This is just beautiful. Please land, and it does. Boom! One-shots the Lantern, and we do see a Lickitung now come in. So Obstagoon getting out of control here in game one, as they do get to a Night Slash to do some nice chip damage, and the opponent decides to shield right there. Having a little PTSD from the Hyper Beam. Obviously it wasn't enough energy, but my gosh, if you see a Hyper Beam land like that, you gotta be concerned, as Gligar now is gonna go ahead and come in a pretty good position right here to look to go for double dig, or just one dig and maybe farm down, depending on how much damage it does and if the opponent decides to give up their final shield. So here comes the first dig. It's probably not going to be enough to KO just because of how bulky the Lickitung is here in the Great League. Yeah, barely not enough, but they will be able to farm down, as they will give up no shields right here, trusting in the Regigigas, Shadow Regigigas, to win this game. Dugong comes in right away, and the dig is going to be able to be thrown before they get fast moved down by that Ice Shard fast move. Regigigas now coming in unshielded, ready to unleash. Imagine you queue into Go Battle League in the Great League, and you have no shields, and this Pokemon comes onto the field. The Shadow Regigigas. It's going to need 2 shields just to get to a charge move. This is very unfortunate, but very satisfying, as they will look to go for the Giga Impact. It's not even super effective damage, but we don't care. You love to see it. Boom! See ya! Man, that is a satisfying animation. How have I not seen that before? Game 2. We got Dragonite here on the lead. They're going to go ahead and go for an Aerial Ace, as they do get the first shield of this game. Now, I don't know what the Hidden Power move is over there. Obviously, Hidden Power can be any of the typings. I just put it as normal, but it could be any of the typings there, so I'm not sure. But ultimately it doesn't matter, as Aerial Ace will get double shielded. They're going to swap into Regigigas now, as they will be able to fast move down, not before they take 60% of their health from fast moves alone. They stop the superpower, they get the farm down, in comes a Registeel. I'm guessing it is normal considering it's resisted. I mean, it could be a lot of other things, right? But no shields remaining. Unfortunately, they get hit with the Focus Blast. Gligar has to come back in. I'm surprised they didn't go for the Thunder there, but they're going to go ahead and go for the dig, and this is a very tough situation to be in, because if this doesn't KO, no, it does. Boom! Down goes Shadow Registeel. What is going to be coming in? Dragonite is extremely low. It's going to be a Shadow Quagsire in the back, so the opponent had a triple Shadow team. But unfortunately for them, there is going to be a Hyper Beam ready to go. They just got to be careful about the sack swap, and there it was. And now they're free to go for the Hyper Beam right here. They should be able to survive this next Mud Bomb. Obstagoon is clutching at straws to be able to hang on as they get to the Hyper Beam in time. And though we didn't see the Thunder from down under against Registeel, we see the boom from the Obstagoon. Boom! See ya! Getting into the next game. There is no chill. Absolutely no chill right here, as Clodsire is going to be facing off against it. These are just all right back to back. This is a battle showcase, so we will see a no shield here on the Mega Horn as they do swap out now into Cresselia. The Obstagoon is going to go ahead and come in and say thank you very much, as Night Slash is going to do super effective damage. Now, in the Ultra League, this matchup is a lot tougher because and they get a boost. This is beautiful right here. They can safely shield the potential Moonblast, but they're going to let it go, as they can easily survive. And Night Slash right here with that boost should be enough to KO. I mean, it barely might not, and they might have to shield. But honestly, I think the boost might send it here. They get a shield anyways, which is perfect. They can safely mirror the shields right here, or they can just come in with Regigigas. That's what they're looking to do, as they let the grass not go through. They're coming in with the Regigigas to do an extremely aggressive farm down. They will have to give up a shield here, but unleash the Shadow Regigigas as they stop that grass knot. And let's see how this game is gonna end. Clodsire was on the lead, and I don't think it's prepared for the Giga Impact coming through right here. Please land. One shot this Community Day Pokemon. Boom! See ya! Steelix coming in is going to be facing off now against a Dig Shadow Gligar here with loaded energy and a shield still remaining. Steelix gets they get the final shield there, and I think this is going to be a good game. Regigigas just sent them back a few hundred elo with that Giga Impact. That is such a beautiful animation. It's better than Solar Beam. Solar Beam comes in at like a 45-degree angle, but this is just the top to bottom pure destruction, as we will see the Steelix look to go for Breaking Swipe here, but Gligar hangs on and is able to get to the Shadow Dig in time. You love to see it. Boom. Down it goes. Good game. Moving to the next one. We got an Umbreon now on the lead as they swap out, and Obstagoon is going to go ahead and come in and say thank you very much. I'm going to come out of here with some energy. I'm going to come out of here with a Hyper Beam. Things are looking good as they go ahead and let the last resort go through. Now, because they don't have Cross Chop, they have to go for Night Slash. And this could be a signal to the opponent that this Obstagoon is running something different than Cross Chop, as they definitely go for the double Night Slash right here. And now they might be able to commit to the full farm down and maybe have to give up one shield in order to do so. But we shall see, as 2 last resorts will be enough to KO the Obstagoon. So it's just going to be a race in terms of energy and damage right here, as they will, commit to that farm down. Give up the shield. They let it go! Trusting in Regigigas once again. No, the Obstagoon survives. They're trusting in Obstaboom here. Do they have enough? No, they have to throw the Night Slash, unfortunately, as they were not close enough to the Hyper Beam. But it doesn't matter. The Clodsire decided to let it go, and we will see the Greninja come in. Now, this Greninja right here needs to watch out for the Aerial Ace damage, as it will do quite a bit. They're going to go ahead and swap into Regigigas, and Greninja is it's living a nightmare right now. Let me tell you that. I think they will be able to get to 2 charge moves, but they do get to 2, but Regigigas says, I don't care, I'm farming down. Clodsire in the back is gonna get destroyed. Choose your death right here. Choose your boom. Do you want to get taken out by Giga Impact? Do you want to get taken out by Dig? The option is yours, Clodsire, as I think they just left the game right there. Alt F4 on a mobile phone, as Giga Impact is going to be full sending. As yes, they did leave the game right here, but we're going to send it anyways, please. Boom! See ya! Moving into the next one, Defense Form Deoxys on the lead. We do see a swap out into Lickitung, so the Obstagoon is going to go ahead and come in and have a very good time right here. This is a great opportunity with Lickitung safe swaps for Obstagoon to do a few things. Firstly, not need to give up shields in this matchup. Because of the dark normal typing, they're going to be resisting the Lick fast move, and the body slams right here just don't do enough. And secondly, they can commit to the full farm down right now and have a Hyper Beam or back-to-back Night Slashes ready to go for that Defense Form Deoxys lead, which is obviously gonna not like either of them. So Obstagoon now, they decide to go for the Night Slash instead of committing to the farm down, but I think Lickitung was very close, so they do take it out. Now we will see the Defense Form Deoxys look to come in. They obviously won't be able to get to a Hyper Beam. No, they come in with Charm, Alolan, Ninetales. Unfortunately, they don't have any great charge moves here to threaten the Ninetales, but they do have the Gligar. Interesting, it's going to be Charm, so they're going to go ahead. They can survive it. This was Powder Snow, obviously. It's a different story. But with Charm, the Shadow Gligar can survive a bit and look to go for double Aerial Ace right here. And we're going to see a Regigigas Giga Impact, a Defense Form Deoxys, something never before seen in the Great League, as the Gligar right here looking to take out the Alolan Ninetales, and they almost do, but they're going to go ahead and try to get the farm down. They do. Perfect. Now we will see Defense Form Deoxys come in. They're going to go ahead and overload on energy and look to go for the dig. And if they get a shield, I think we're looking good. If they don't, this is going to be a very close game. No shield. They swap into Regigigas. And now this is a race of the fast moves. Counter versus hidden power. Again, I don't know a typing. I'm just going to assume normal, as Thunderbolt is going to be stopped right there. This is extremely close. Unfortunately, Defense Form Deoxys gets to what might be the Psycho Boost, which it does, which means the attack is lowered. Gligar comes in. Fast move down. Simultaneous KO. Good game. All right, moving to the next one. We have Altaria on the lead. So we'll have to see what is going to be in the back, but I just want to see a Giga Impact. I don't know about you guys. It looks to be such a beautiful charge move. Takes a while to get there, if I'm being honest, but my gosh, the full send when that thing lands, as we do see a Wigglytuff, oof, come into this Obstagoon, but wait, hold your horses right here. Obstagoon survives and gets to the Hyper Beam in time. Wigglytuff, will you respect the Obstaboom? No, you won't. Boom! See ya! As Scrafty comes in, we will see Gligar aligned to the Scrafty, and this is what you need right here, as the Aerial Ace will be doing super effective damage. Gligar in a very good position, but they do need to be concerned about the Scrafty in terms of power-up, punch, ramp-up, and they need to be concerned about the Altaria swap-in after 2 shields are down, because it's close to a Sky Attack. So we got to be careful here. They're going to go ahead and throw another Aerial Ace as it gets shielded. And the question is, the opponent swaps out. So here comes the Regigigas. They still have a shield remaining. They're going to let this charge move go through. Sky Attack. That did a lot of damage. Unfortunately for them, I think Altaria is just going to Dragon Breath down. But no, Gligar has the Aerial Ace. It is now Shadow Gligar versus Scrafty. Counter versus Wing Attack. Power-up punch now coming through, so it's going to be a ramped-up damage right here. And this is going to... No, they went for Foul Play instead of power-up punch. They would have won. They would have won. Ah, good game. All right, Chargebug on the lead. Gligar really enjoying this matchup right here because of their ground typing, and Aerial Ace still does a good amount of damage. As the Chargebug lets it go, we do see a Shadow Pillow-Swine come in, so they're going to go ahead and bank a charge move and swap into Obstagoon. But Shadow Pillow-Swine, if you guys have not seen before, it hits like a truck. Look at this thing. That is an incredible amount of neutral damage, as they're going to be forced to throw a Night Slash before they get hit with another Avalanche from the Pillow-Swine. This is going to be taking it out. We get the boost as well, as Chargebug is going to go ahead and come in, but they get to another Night Slash in time. Perfect. This might be forcing the first shield of this game. as it does, as Chargebug looking to now farm down. Has a good amount of energy, but it really can't. Actually, it could go places with the health remaining here on Shadow Gligar, but they're going to go ahead and risk it and let it go as the Crunch barely doesn't KO. Talk about knowing your Pokemon. Aerial Ace going to be coming through here, taking out the Chargebug. Final Pokemon is Magneton. Both Pokemon doing... Actually, just Regigigas is just chunking through this thing. This is a beautiful matchup to see. Never before seen. Basically, this whole video as Shadow Regigigas farms down the Magneton, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. Alright, Poliwrath on the lead. Swap into Frostlass. Obstagoon says thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and come in and take this mid-game matchup. Maintain switch advantage. Still has to watch out for the avalanche damage, as it does do quite a bit, along with Powder Snows right here. And this is a tough situation because if the Frostlass could Powder Snow down. It's going to be close. Obstagoon will need 5 more counters in order to do so. Actually, no, it's not. Obstagoon is just going to go ahead and take switch right here. Thank you very much, as they will decide to give up a shield. And then we will see the full farm down. Now, we'll have to see if this is Mudshot Poliwrath or counter. It's going to be counter, as they just go for the Night Slash right away. Get that guaranteed chip damage here. Any bit will help as they come in with Gligar right away and overload on energy and go ahead and go for an Aerial Ace. It's probably going to be evening up the shields here 1-to-1 in this matchup, but Poliwrath has access to Scald and Ice Punch, so Gligar needs to be very careful with how they play this. They're going to go ahead and give up a shield and stop that first Ice Punch. A counter swap now into Haunter, as they will look to swap into Regigigas and catch the charge move, but this might be a Shadow Punch. Or, it is the Shadow Punch. They were able to catch it right there. Beautiful. And they farmed down with... Wait, they just stopped. They just stopped, and the key to this... Oh, this is great. The key to this, boom, is because Gligar needs energy advantage against the Poliwrath. So by them not taking out the Haunter, the Gligar was able to farm it down and is able to get the back-to-back Aerial Ace right here, getting shield number 1. And finally, looking to KO, as Aerial Ace got an update with this new season. Boom. You love to see it. No, the Poliwrath things... Alright, they got it. They got it with the fast move. Good game. Toxicroak on the lead. We do see a swap out into Drifblim. This definitely has to be the normal typing. With everything I've seen so far, it's either normal or poison. I think we've lowered it down to 1 of 2. Based on the resistances. Ground or Steel was resisting it, and Ghost was resisting it. So it's either normal or poison, I think. We'll just go with normal. But they go ahead and shield the Mystical Fire, as they will farm down. And just look how much damage that does anyways. That's resisted. Like, come on. Alright, let's see what decides to come in. It's going to be Toxicroak. You gotta be shielding this. You gotta be shielding this. Don't get caught. Okay, the Toxicroak respects it, as they do get farmed down. And we will see the Gligar mirror right here. So they're going to go ahead and go for an Aerial Ace. And now they got to get their own Obstagoon into the game, because they cannot have the Obstagoon aligned to Toxicroak in the back, right? So Gligar now probably going to go for 2 or 3 Aerial Aces here. But it shouldn't be enough to KO Obstagoon, as it's pretty bulky, and Night Slash here does some nice neutral damage. Counter, however, is resisted, so Gligar looking to give up their final shield to try to flip this game around. But ultimately, Obstagoon sitting in a very good position, and they could honestly lose this Obstagoon in this matchup and just come back in with Gligar and farm down and load up on energy, because that Toxicroak in the back, I mean, choose your boom, Aerial Ace or Dig, right? So they're going to go ahead and counter swap out. So Gligar does have energy, but unfortunately for Toxicroak, Gligar is Flying Ground, resist Mud Bomb, resist Sludge Bomb, resist Dynamic Punch. Not going to do a lot. Gligar is going to be able to get to the Aerial Ace in time. This is going to be taking out the Toxicroak. And then it is going to be, boom, a mirror match right here for the farm down. And that is going to be a good game, as they can safely shield this charge move. And it is all over. Regigigas with that fast hidden power fast move, taking out the Drifblim. All right, moving to the next one, we got Pidgeot here on the lead. So we'll have to see what is going to be in the back. There's a lot of potential back there. But ultimately, I'd love to see a Medicham maybe in this game. So we do see the counter swap into Obstagoon as the Pidgeot looks to go for a charge move. Could be a Brave Bird, so you got to be careful right here. But it is just going to be Feather Dance, as we will see them not swap. Nothing swaps in. Okay, maybe they're weak to Obstagoon in the back. It could be double tanks back there, as a Night Slash will come through. Pidgeot decides to let it go, trying to go for another charge move, as Obstagoon says this is totally fine with me, as it's just going to be another Feather Dance. So let's see what it was in the back. It is going to be Talonflame. Okay, so Obstagoon wants to get to the Hyper Beam in time, and they do! Double Feather Dance debuff though, but will the Talonflame respect it? No, it does. It didn't do that much damage. My gosh, Feather Dance. Just nerf that to the ground. That could have easily been a one-shot without those debuffs. But now the Talonflame goes for the Flame Charge here against Gligar and a counter swap into Ferrothorn, or Ferrothorn, as I believe it is actually called. But that's okay. Aerial Ace right here does get a shield. And I'm just waiting for this Regigigas to get onto the field, because my gosh, Regigigas with probably 1-0 shields is going to be having a very good time, as they do decide to stop that Power Whip and just want to send as many Aerial Aces as possible, as this will do neutral damage here in this matchup. One more should be able to get the shield. Switch Clock coming back up. Maybe a fast swap into Obstagoon to try to counter down. Talonflame has energy. Here we go. Alright, they got to come in with Regigigas. Counter swap. Catch the charge move. There's the beautiful catch right there onto Obstagoon. They do have one shield remaining as well, but the sacrificial swap is what's going to be able to win this game, as Regigigas is going to be coming in to farm down the Talonflame, giving up the final shield of this game. It's going to be a race between Talonflame's energy and the fast move, but no, it gets farmed down. Regigigas looking to get to the Thunder, and it does in time. Here comes the resisted boom. Boom. There it goes. Good game. Moving into the next one, we got Shadow Charizard here on the lead. So we'll have to see what is going to be in the back, but Gligar is going to have a good time in this matchup. A lot of neutral damage can come out here with Aerial Ace, as Charizard obviously respects it, and now Gligar needs... They no shield. Could be the Blast Burn. Watch out. No, it's just going to be Dragon Claw. Great no shield right there, as they can go ahead and look to give up one shield now to try to get all shields out of this game. And if they get all shields, Regigigas... Oh, a swap into Lickitung, actually. Obstagoon now primed to shine, as it will counter swap in. And like we've seen before, Obstagoon does very well in this matchup because of its typings and its fast move. And again, with this Obstagoon, there's a lot of energy that can be stored up and a lot of places it can go that Charizard will not like seeing the 3 Night Slashes that is going to be coming at it, or the single Hyper Beam. We'll find out what they decide to do as they go ahead and fully counter down. Charizard, you coming back in? You want some of this Obstagoon action? Let's see. It is going to be the Charizard. They will decide to go for Night Slashes, and it makes sense. As much as I love Hyper Beam, Night Slashes are the play here, as it basically takes it out. They counter down. Final Pokemon is going to be a Registeel. So Obstagoon is going to pop off here, as they have multiple Night Slashes ready to go. And this is going to be a good game. They counter swap back into Gligar, looking to go for the dig, but unfortunately Registeel is going to go ahead and throw the Focus Blast now to take it out. Regigigas is going to come in and say, who's your daddy right here? Look at the damage that's resisted coming from Regigigas. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Shielding the Focus Blast, looking to get to the Thunder, as they do get to it in time. Remember, there's still Obstagoon with a Night Slash locked and loaded. Thunder, though, going to be taking out the Registeel. Boom. Down it goes. And that, ladies and gentlemen, battlers of all ages, was beautiful. What a fun set of battles. XXD Yveltal, thank you for sharing these battles with us. Regigigas, extremely spicy, extremely fun. there were so many booms to be had, and I really enjoyed this showcase, and I hope you guys did too. So like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.